Well, they are possibly summer's most unlikely couple. And no, we're not talking about Billy Ray Cyrus and Elizabeth Hurley.
No.
Although that is also unlikely.
For this instance, we're talking about Bagels and BBQ. And my friends, for the first time, two North Texas favorites are teaming up for this. You know her from Dan's Bagels, Jen Hilbert. She's back in studio. And from the original Roy Hutchins BBQ, we got Zach Hutchins. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. We got to talk about this. This is unbelievable.
Yes. Okay, so this is a collaboration. And obviously, the first obvious question is, how did you come up with this?
You got brisket and a bagel.
Yeah. It's Bagels and Brisket. So we are two local family-owned businesses in Trophy Club. And Dan and I were thinking, what else can we do that's really fun? And the story is we messaged each other on Instagram, and it just came together really quickly, and we came up with two fabulous sandwiches.
I'm curious, Jen, did you come up with a special bagel for this sandwich, or did you use something you already had?
Yep, so we used our jalapeno cheddar bagel. This is one of our best sellers, and it just seemed natural to do with barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so we came up with two sandwiches. We have a breakfast version and a lunch version, and we came up with the Texas twist, which is more like a lunch sandwich, and the brisket sunrise.
Which one's that's up there at the front?
Right here. And that has it's your traditional bacon, egg, and cheese with a hash brown. Yeah, so it's phenomenal.
Okay, and brisket on top.
And brisket.
All right,
in the middle.
And what's your lunch sandwich?
Our lunch sandwich is brisket with melted cheese, pickled onions, and pickles.
Oh, wow. Just I have to ask, how many times did you experiment and fail before you came up with the perfect recipe?
We had a phone call that we came up with this, and within 30 minutes we said, let's do it.
Yeah.
And we did like a trial run on them, and they were just phenomenal. The brisket is fabulous.
I don't think we ever really went back and forth. We kind of just were like, this is perfect, this is it, and went for it. Yeah.
Talk to us about where people can, again, find these sandwiches, because you said the collaboration means that you make the brisket, but you make the sandwiches, and they're at your stores, right?
Yes, so we are offering them at Dan's Bagels. We pick up the brisket from Roy Hutchins daily, and we make the sandwiches fresh every day.
How long is it going to be there?
Yeah.
Good question.
Is this going to stick around?
We started today, Tuesday, and we're going to run it through Sunday.
That's it?
That is it.
Just, wow, this is a short time. And okay, so where do they go? Because you have got more than one location, or at least more than one in the works.
So right now we're doing it in our Trophy Club location.
Okay.
We'll have to talk in the future. I know Zach was talking about an Arlington location.
Yeah, we'll be out in Arlington this fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach, what does it say? Because it's so interesting here, especially locally, you know, these barbecue battles that go on with like iconic brands like yours, to team up with a fairly newcomer to the scene when it comes to bagels, especially around here. Usually you think of bagels in the Northeast. What does this say about the kind of collaborations that can happen with a traditional iconic brand like you guys and you know, a bagel nerd? Jen, by the way, calls herself that.
Because you're talking basically Texas barbecue and you know, New York bagel.
That must say something about the kind of collaboration that you guys can do here, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we kind of pride ourselves on just being creative and open to whatever people offer. Anytime someone comes to the table with anything, we're always going to look at it and consider it. This was just one of those things that we're in the same community. Trophy Club's a great community. Everybody gets to, you know, be there together. She came to us and we're like, why not? Like, this sounds awesome. I mean, they were taking care of the bagels. They're doing exactly what they're great at. I don't like Dan's Bagels is fantastic if no one's ever been there. But yeah, they asked us just to supply meat and let them kind of run away with it, and they've killed it. These are delicious.
I'm going to say,
amazing.
My prediction is that this will end on Sunday and will resume sometime in the near future.
You're going to have to kick that off again. I don't think Sunday's the hard stop.
That's what I think.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be